everyone, welcome to your next 7-day channeled messages. So these are messages from Spirit for each zodiac sign for the next 7 days. These messages are timeless. Trust that they'll find you as you need them. They come out every week, so if you follow me, there's a little message from Spirit for each zodiac sign every week. Now, to grab the bigger picture, don't forget to watch for your sun, moon and rising signs. Let's get started. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your next 7-day reading. So the overall energy for your next 7 days is well-being. Where this is playing out or how this is playing out, we've got solitude, and we've got the additional messages with the tarot. We've got judgment, the 8 of swords and the sun. Okay, so let's see where Spirit's guiding us. So Capricorn, you've got well-being. And whenever I see this card, I'm always really drawn to this light. And that's your inner light. That's your authentic light. That's thank you, Spirit. Spirit's saying that's you being authentic and shining that inner light out. And Spirit's saying to me that you're not only doing that like energetically, but you're doing that in a way that is of service. So your actions are actually reflecting this inner light, this energetic light that is shining out of you. So I feel with this card, I feel like there's an energy of compassion, there's an energy of gentleness, there's an energy of giving, and in that energy, Spirit's calling you, Capricorn, to not forget yourself in that. And the message is quite interesting that I'm getting from Spirit, because the Spirit just said to me, don't forget yourself in that. So Capricorn, that's really important. But Spirit's also telling me that your energy is quite balanced, so you are going to instinctively give to yourself. But I'm wondering if there's going to be maybe some guilt that comes from that, or maybe there's going to be an energy of, I'm really doing like a lot of me stuff, like I'm really doing, like I'm looking after myself, and I'm thinking a lot about myself at the moment. And some of you might feel a little bit like, I've become really self-centered and things like that. Spirit is calling you to actually see how when you look after you, when you care for you first, how much more of service you can be, and how more aligned, wholesome and loving your energy is when you give it. And Spirit's just correcting me, saying you're not giving your energy, but it's what you're being of service with. So what you do for others. If you come from a place of not giving to yourself and you try to give to others, there'll be an element of lack in that. Because when we don't give to ourselves first, we don't have enough to give to others. Our cup needs to be full in order for us to give to others. When our cup isn't full, that's when we need to give to ourselves. We need to make sure our cup is full, and then with the overflow we can give that to others. And I feel that like Spirit keeps saying, instinctively you know that. And when you don't think about it too much, you automatically do that, Capricorn. These next 7 days is going to show you how your self-care is improving, or how good it actually is. And it's only when you stop and overthink it that you become imbalanced, and you feel like, oh, I should be doing more for others. Okay, so Spirit's just saying, just be mindful of that. Your cup first. And then we've got this solitude card, and the card, I'm not sure if that's focusing very well. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. And you know, I feel this is Spirit saying to you, pole number, I was thinking, what pole number? Sorry, Capricorn. So you're my first video of the morning, and it's quite early in the morning, and I don't think my brain's actually kicked in. So Capricorn, I find this energy quite interesting, because you've got the energy of self-care and well-being, and you know, Spirit kept giving me the message of your cup being full before you try to give to others. And with this solitude card, I'm feeling like by embracing your solitude, by embracing those times where you give to yourself, because I feel like you really are, and then I feel like you're going to feel guilty. But those moments, it is what brings you into alignment. So if you feel that, oh gosh, you know, I haven't really been getting out into the world, I haven't really been socializing, there are times where just we're not blocking the outside world, and Spirit's telling me that's really important to know the difference. Sometimes we put up our walls and the outside world becomes a place that we have to go in because we have to go to the shops, and you know, we have to go to work or whatever it is. This is not putting up a wall. This is saying, do you know what? It's Sunday, I'm taking the day. I'm going to turn off my mobile phone. I'm going to soak in a nice bath. I'm going to go for a lovely walk, or whatever it is. I'm going to sit and watch that movie I've been wanting to watch. I'm going to sit and do some reading. I'm going to do some gardening, whatever it is. And that, it brings the people. Because do you know what? If you look at yourself in different social situations, the person that nurtures themselves, that looks after themselves, and whenever they do something for you, you know 100% they're on board. If not, they would have said no, and there's never a doubt. You feel comfortable asking those people for help. You know that they'll knock you back if they don't want to do it, or if it's going to be too much for them. So you never feel guilty, and you know that when whatever they're doing for you, it's wholehearted. And then there are people that you ask for help, and they're like, yeah, I can help, and then they're like, oh, you know, I've had a lot on my plate and I'm really tired, and then you feel so guilty that you've added another thing on their plate, and you kind of feel like, oh, I owe them something. And can you see the difference? Now, Spirit's saying, when you give, you want to give like that first person. And when you can't give, you want to be honest about that. And then that makes everybody else comfortable, because those people then will become, if you say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no, those people will be comfortable to do the same. And they'll be comfortable when you give, because they know that you're giving from a place of, yeah, I can do that. and it's honest. It's not out of duty. And I feel that that is how you're going to be giving. And I feel that that's the people that you're drawing to you will be the same. Because we've got this energy of judgment and the the 8 of swords. And this judgment is, I feel like this is like your higher self, your guardian angel, the universe, calling you to see in what ways you let yourself down. I'm seeing this 8 of swords in your reading, Capricorn, as the way you let yourself down, the way that you do take time for yourself, but then you beat yourself up a little bit. Your mind gets involved. These swords is your mind. Your mind gets involved, and then you feel a little bit guilty. Or you might say to somebody, look, I'm really flat out at the moment. I'm not going to be able to help you with that. And then they put a little bit of pressure on you and you cave, and then you do it, and then there's resentment. Your mind gets caught up in it and you're like, oh, I can't believe they're making me do this. The judgment is here because this is major arcana, and this is spirit showing you that nobody can make you do anything. It's what we agree to. And the reason we get so upset is because we've broken our own boundaries. We really wanted, we said no, or we really wanted to say no, and there was a really good reason for it. So now not only do we have to expend the energy in doing whatever we agreed to, but we're also losing, seeping energy on the emotions that are attached to that, the mind chatter that's attached to that. And Spirit's going to show you with this judgment card, it's going to show you where you do that. I think it's also going to show you with whom. Okay, so then you're really, I don't feel like the relationship is one where you're going to cut the ties and throw the person away or anything like that. I just think it's going to be, you're going to be really mindful, and you might even sit with them and say, look, this might call you to actually, say to the person, look, I've been thinking about this. I did say no initially, or I really wanted to say no, but I didn't want to offend you. I know that you need the help, but right at the moment I can't. And I don't want to help you just out of duty, whatever it is. The Spirit's saying that's not how you say it, but there might be a conversation around this, because I feel the sun's here. And this sun, I'm getting the word liberation. So Capricorn, I feel like you're liberated from whatever this is. And I feel all this is a greater understanding in your worth, essentially. And I feel that's why the sun's here, because you're going to follow the path that is your self-worth, that is guided by your self-worth, your self-appreciation, your self-care. And all that really has a huge impact on your well-being. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Capricorn. Love, light and blessings, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.